Hi, my name is Kim Kessler, and I am an ENFJ. Yeah, so we just got done with our session, and after this week, I feel really confident. Like, I'm surprised, honestly, at how well the session went. I really feel like I connected with my person, and I was so much more confident when it was just me and them, and we're on the computer together, and was just able to do the thing that I do, which is just connect with people and have a conversation. And it was like all of the preparation and all of the work and all of the knowledge that we've been, for one, following Personality Hacker for so long, and then all of the course material, like, it's all in there, right? And I could just lean into it and just trust it. And we've been so well prepared this week that it all just sort of came out, and I just got to do it the way I say it, the way I sound, but also, I just felt so well prepared, and also still like me. I didn't feel like a parrot, you know what I mean? I really felt like I was just communicating truth to them. And it was really wonderful. And again, I was just surprised at how relaxed it all felt, during it, and after. And I'm just grateful. I'm just really grateful for that. So I think, the difference between the way I felt before the event and now, I think there's just such a richness of clarity in my mind at this point. And it's interesting. It's like, I feel like I understand the material so much more. And also, this is going to sound funny, but also, like, it doesn't really matter either, right? Like, because it's really about connecting with people. And that was one thing I noticed during my profiling session I'm not profiling them covertly, right? Like, you get to be really transparent about, like, okay, so I'm really thinking about these couple things, and let me double check about this. And you can just be honest and just have a conversation and talk with them about how you're thinking and what you're thinking. And so it's not about, like, having all that information, like, super fast and even being worried about getting something wrong or being worried about not having an answer. Just knowing how to think about things and knowing, kind of where to go for those answers, and just being able to rest into that was surprising to me. I think I felt like, oh God, like, how am I ever going to remember all of the pieces? And it's like, oh, you will. And also, you don't have to. Like, that's not actually even what we're here to do. We have the principles, we have the knowledge in our minds, and as we connect with people and we just get to nerd out about the things that we love, then you will communicate. It will come across. And that's that human connection piece. And so that feels like a big relief. Like, oh, like, I do feel like I know the material really well. And also, I feel like I can just rest, and it's okay if I don't have everything figured out all the time, or if I have something that I feel stuck about. That's part of the process. And even, like, we talked about a lot of pressure, a lot of people, we want to get the type right. We want to help our person really nail their type. But also, like, even if you gave them a type that maybe they don't fully resonate with, their next step on their journey is to investigate that type and maybe either resonate with it or rule it out. And either way, like, that's a gift. Like, check this direction out. And if it doesn't work for you, that's good news. Like, that's good data. Like, you can keep going. And so, again, just sort of relaxing about the whole thing. It's not about getting it right all the time, but it's about being honest and vulnerable in the process, the learning process, and it's just about sharing. So anyway, that feels really good. So there were so many highlights. It's hard to really pin it down, but I think for me, the biggest highlight that comes to mind is just the level of connection that I feel with my fellow students, and the environment that Joel and Antonia cultivate, the culture of openness and appreciation for every type, for every cognitive function. There's a real sense of camaraderie and love that's there about, everyone's coming with that curiosity and really wanting to understand, and people that never made sense to them in their lives, now they're like, oh my God, that's why they do that. And so everyone's just generosity of spirit to come and share of themselves. And, we're all sharing, like, how things work for us and really wanting to learn how things work for others. And so the level of connection that everyone has made has just been amazing. I think, when you're out in the world and, you're on social media and you're seeing the news, because it can get to be a real downer, and so to be in a place of connection with people in person and see that there are other people in the world that really, really do want the best for every person, and we really are connecting in that level. You're like, okay, there's hope for humanity. You know what I mean? Which is dramatic, but it has that feeling. And I think, especially after everything we've been through in the last couple of years, like it just feels really, really good to feel like, to feel that connection and hope. Meeting people of other personality types has really influenced me. Again, just an appreciation for others, right? Really like a curiosity and really leaning in and wanting to understand how other people are wired, and picking up on the cues, right? I think, Joel and Antonia say it all the time, where we overvalue our own experience, and I'm learning to kind of like value my own less, right? Not in a negative way, but just really give weight to other people's experiences, and having someone make a decision based off of what's effective and thinking like is not a bad thing, right? It doesn't have to be. It's not a heartless decision. They're bringing heart, and that's how they love. That's how they serve. So I think recognizing everyone's sort of like love languages that are sort of going through the way that they show up in the world, and that's how they do that. Instead of being like, well, you don't love the way that I do, and still recognizing that it's still their contribution, and that we need them. I need them to do their thing. So just definitely an appreciation for others, for my mom, for my husband, for my kids, like, they drive me nuts. And also like, thank God they're the way that they are. Like, it feels really good to I get to appreciate them more because I start to have a glimpse into what their world looks like. So the future for me is bright. I'm so excited. I'm signing up for advanced profiling. I know that this is something that I want to just keep doing and calibrate my instrument, as they say. And it's a skill that I feel naturally suited for, and I want to be able to bring my best every time I interact with someone. And so I want to go to the next level, and I want to learn all the details, and also rest into knowing that I get to show up as myself. And so just continuing to learn. Like, I want to learn. I'm so excited about the material that they've put together for advanced profiling. It looks like a great program, and I'm excited to follow that journey. And I'm really excited. A lot of my fellow students are joining as well. So we'll get to keep our cohort together, and that feels really special. So if you're someone that has been thinking about this and wondering if profiler training is right for you, I would encourage you to lean in. And I understand, I've been looking at it for several years, and it was something that I had to wait for the timing to be right in my life, but it was something I always had my eye on, and I knew that someday I would do it. So I think it's one of those things that if it feels like something you are interested in, to just make a way for it to happen, right? Maybe it's not right now, but just to keep your eye on it and make a plan so that you can get the most of it, because the hype is real, right? Like what's happening here is real, and Joel and Antonia are real, and they're so transparent in the culture that they create. And it's, if you think you're gonna be interested in it, then I would just want you to trust that instinct, and that, yeah, it's really gonna be as good as you think, and probably better. So whatever it takes to make a plan to make that happen, whether it's now or in a future session, like, I think it's like you won't regret it, and you can't go wrong, because no matter what, you're going to get more great information about something that you're really interested in, and it's a skill and knowledge about yourself and others, and we just need more of that in the world. So yeah, I just encourage you to lean into your curiosity and follow that instinct that you have already.